With the Nintendo Switch 2 finally being officially announced, we're going to be seeing a lot of new Pokemon games on this console throughout its lifespan. So in this video, I kind of want to go over a timeline of when we can expect to see new games on this console and what the new games will be. I'm going to be basing this off of the lifespan of the Switch, assuming that the Nintendo Switch 2 will have an 8-year lifespan. That's what I'm going to be basing this video off of. So let's get right into it, guys. So for this year, 2025, I don't think we're going to get a Pokemon release on the Switch 2. I think we're going to get Pokemon Legends EA on just the OG Switch and not the Switch 2. We're not going to get anything for 2025. Now for 2026, I could definitely see them giving us Gen 10 in 2026 just because next year is the 30th anniversary of Pokemon, except I feel like they wouldn't give us the Gen 10 this soon just because, you know, it's only been 4 years since the last generation that we got. And also we've had nothing announced about this, and I feel like it would be kind of random for them to just drop this all on us and then release the generation later in the year. That's what they did with Scarlet and Violet, and that was not well received at all. So I don't think that they would do that again. I feel like it's more likely for us to see maybe like a Legends Johto game for the 30th anniversary, for them to remake one of the early games. I feel like that would be way more likely for 2026. And then maybe in like 2027 or 2028 is when we can expect Gen 10. Now after Gen 10, for 2028 or 2029, I think that we could really expect to see a Black and White 3 game or some type of Gen 5 remake. And I think that after every new generation on the new major console that Nintendo releases, you guys should know by now, but they always release a remake of a previous game that was half of the current generation's number. For example, obviously Gen 8 came out and then they released Gen 4 remakes right after that. So that's just one example, but if you guys go back for each one, that like philosophy works for each one of those. So I think that it would make a lot of sense to get Gen 5 remakes right after Gen 10. And I could also see us getting a Gen 5 related Legends game around that time, because obviously with Gen 4 remakes, we got Legends Arceus not long after. So I could definitely see that happening as well. And then for the final Pokemon game that we're going to get on the Switch 2, I feel like it's going to be another Legends game, and I could definitely see it being like a Legends Kanto game, or maybe even like a Legends Alola game. A Legends game based on the Ultra Beasts and all that type of stuff, because even though that was a huge part of the Ultra Sun and Moon story, there's still a lot we don't know about the Ultra Beasts, and I feel like that would interest a lot of people to be able to play a game that's themed after the Ultra Beasts. And then obviously a Legends Kanto game would probably be themed around Mew, or maybe it'd be around the creation of Mewtwo or something like that. I could also see that happening, and I think that would be really cool as well. Maybe we'd get to see the Mewtwo armor from that one Pokemon movie or something like that. But either way, I think that would be an insane story to have. So yeah, guys, anyways, in my opinion, that's going to be roughly the timeline of Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch 2. I think that they'll probably follow a similar release schedule just based on what they've done with previous consoles. So let me know if you guys agree down below and what games you'd like to see throughout the Nintendo Switch 2's lifespan. And before I end the video, guys, I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers. So if you guys don't mind subscribing, it's extremely appreciated. But anyways, I'll see you in the next one.